punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
70, 70. Let's go. 19. Ready.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
60 Dykes. Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Ready, set.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll complete this one. Do a Cockrell. That's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nice. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Seahawks 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive. Lane. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the race. Drop 50. Drop 50.
On the Seahawks 31-yard line.
79 Broncos. Cougar Knight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jacory Krosky-Merritt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14. Seahawks nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll go again here with Price. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a give running left is Price. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hot 70.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Price. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 8.
60 Bobcat.
Here's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the jump.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. Victorious, 70. Viking, 18. 18, 79. Panther, 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Past the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, set.
Daniels going to try to sneak. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Daniels going to try to sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll set up a throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Mark, it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Shaheed going to go in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mustang 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Daniels going to keep it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
19-18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown. Chigakakro in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score. Commanders 28. Seahawks 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Having only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
They'll
wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Daniels going to throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Dragon 60.
19 yards. And a Washington
70 rings. 18. Buffalo 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go. 6, 19 tight. 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now Daniels going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
That is into the hands of Krasky Merritt. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's another Washington Commanders.
Krasky Merritt, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Panther 11, Panther
A
11.
4-yard loss on the play. Second.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, they'll start out with Price. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they'll change things up.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll run on first down with Price. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal, Seattle.
They'll look to run with Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Second and 3. The RPO will keep it. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have have the kind of game he's having.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad White, 50 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Come on.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
22.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get this into the hands of Price. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Smith and Jigba. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Bronco 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
42. Seahawks 29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Touchdown, Washington! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. So now Washington will again go for 2. They'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?